money, money, spirituality. Money and spirituality. Is money spiritual? Money and spirituality, do they go hand in hand? Is an artist or a healer or a spiritual teacher who's making millions of dollars, is that person selling out? What are the real, true spiritual laws of money? Not like the pop culture things that we've heard. Hi, hey, I'm Delphina. By the end of this video, you will see how money and spirituality actually go hand in hand, why you absolutely must change your money consciousness if you want to help change the world, and I will help you understand the spiritual laws of money and also see how you can make them work for you so that you can live your purpose and change the world. All right, let's dive right in. So you found this video and you might be in a place where you're trying to balance out the idea of living a spiritual life, living your purpose, with trying to survive and thrive and maybe create wealth, financial abundance, so you can actually do all the things that you came here to do. And you might have come up against, like, is it spiritual to have money? Can a highly spiritual person also be wealthy? And because of our previous programming and let's be real here, a lot of programming, no matter what spiritual tradition you come from, no matter what culture you come from, I would say that most of the people watching this video have probably had some type of programming where we were made to believe that spiritual people shouldn't have money. But guess what? That's all wrong. It was all a ruse in order to kind of, keep people who wanted to make a difference, to keep them down, in my opinion. In fact, it to me looks like it was a systematic way of keeping down those who can really make a difference in this world, whether those are artists or starseeds or spiritual teachers and healers. Those people who can truly move the needle forward and help heal this world seem to be the ones who are often struggling with money, and who sometimes even carry it as a virtue that, they're a starving artist, or, well, I'm really spiritual and I'm focusing on that, and therefore, I can't afford most things, etc. All of that is like almost a part of that spiritual identity, which thankfully is being broken and destroyed right now. Hallelujah. You can be wealthy and do so much good in the world. In fact, I'm gonna say something that might be a little bit controversial. I'm gonna say that in order for you to really make an impact in this world, in order for you to really truly make a difference in this world, you have to be wealthy. You have to focus on abundance. At least part of your focus has to go on abundance, building wealth, changing your money mindset, changing your money consciousness, and really bringing in a good amount of money consistently so that you can really impact a lot of people. In order to do a massive amount of good in the world, you have to have a large amount of money. How does that make you feel? Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? Are you on the same page? Have you also come to this conclusion? What has your experience with this been? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So people like Sadhguru and people like Amma, for instance, they have massive organizations and they're doing a lot of good in the world. Whether you agree or disagree with the things they say or the things that they do, there's no doubt that they are making a difference in the world. Amma with spreading the message of love, and Sadhguru with sharing wisdom. And both of those figures have multi-million-dollar organizations. They employ a lot of people. Amma's organization has hospitals and schools, and basically they are able to reach millions of people with their message and really move the needle forward and make a big difference in the world, in part because they have such vast amounts of money in order to be able to do that. So we live in this physical reality while being spiritual infinite beings, right? And we constantly have to practice this energy exchange in order to make things happen. So money is a form of energy. It's congealed energy, and it is something that makes constant energy exchange possible. It's a necessary experience of this current world reality. It's actually a beautiful experience of this current world reality, and there's nothing inherently wrong with money. People, organizations, even governments have used money in negative ways, but that can be said for fire, right? Fire is a form of energy. Money is a form of energy. You can use fire to cook a dinner and feed the hungry. You can use fire to heat your home. It will keep you from freezing to death. Fire is really, really incredible and amazing. Fire can also burn you alive. Fire has been used to help keep people alive, and fire has been used to kill people. There's nothing wrong with fire, it's just how people use it. Same thing here. Money can be used as a force for good, and money can be used as a force for evil. But money, just like fire, isn't good or evil. They are both forms of energy. There's a concept or a belief that the more value you provide, the more wealth you create. So providing value in large quantities, the more you expand your ability to provide value, the more opportunity for wealth and growing your abundance, your financial abundance there is. So spirituality and money go hand in hand in this way. The spiritual law of expansion applies to money. Money is a part of your spirituality. The more you grow spiritually, the more your understanding of spiritual laws and principles increases, the more your ability grows to be able to manifest and create increases, and the more you're able to share with the world. And therefore, you're able to share more of your work with the world. You're able to create more, and it facilitates this beautiful perpetual cycle of creating, sharing, giving value, creating more abundance, being of service in the world, and the world being in service to you. It's this beautiful spiritual cycle. So the cycle of creation and energy exchange is part of the spiritual law of the universe and the spiritual law of money. I think it's phenomenal and beautiful and amazing. And let me know if you agree. Money is a tremendous force, and it's a neutral force. It can be used for good or evil. How you earn, spend, invest, share, and even how you view your money is going to determine what that money does in the world. Your money consciousness has so much to do not only with your world, but our world in general. Your money consciousness helps shape your experience of this life, but it also helps shape and co-create our experience of this world. And when you begin to change your money mindset and your money consciousness and how you view money and how you use money and how you receive money, you start to light up in a different way. Your vibration changes, and your vibration goes out and helps change the world as well. The more people who change their views on money and their behavior with money and their money consciousness, the better our world becomes. Changing money consciousness to have a more positive view of what money is and what it can do, continuing to create a prosperity mindset is literally world changing. The more people who change their money consciousness and their money mindset to one of prosperity and bringing value, the better our world becomes. So by you working on your money consciousness right now, you're literally helping change the world. How cool is that? You're a powerful broadcasting station. You're constantly sending out signals and energy in the form of thought and emotions. And when you're doing that, you're informing our world and our collective consciousness and the universe about what should happen next. You're a satellite. Each one of us is a satellite. And we are determining with every thought, choice, emotion, every action, what should happen next. And we are determining what gets pinged back to Earth. It's up to us to continue to work on our thoughts and our belief patterns and our vibration in order to help change this world, in order to help heal this world. And here is the thing. Belief in scarcity continues to fuel wars, destruction, corruption, and crime. Yeah, I said it. If you look at the truth of the situation, the scarcity mindset we hold fuels war. It fuels destruction. It fuels taking from the planet. So when I talk about spiritual laws of money, and when I talk about changing your money consciousness and creating a prosperity mindset, this is not just about you becoming wealthy and living your purpose and you being able to live in prosperity. This is not just about you creating a lovely, prosperous life for yourself. This is about the state of our world. Belief in scarcity is literally destroying us. The infinite supply is infinite. It's limitless. But we have been led to believe in scarcity. We've been led to believe that there's not enough. And so we continue to perpetuate this belief. And we tell ourselves that there's not enough. And we continue to believe that. And we make our choices from this mentality. And we act from this lack of consciousness. And then we go on to affirm that with our actions and the choices that we make. And we teach children that there's not enough. And you have to be out you have to go out there and fight for whatever resources are left. And then generations upon generations continue that pattern. It's a really ugly cycle. No more. We're breaking that right now. We are working on breaking that all the time, every single day. Stop. It begins with you and it begins with me. It begins with us. Oh my God, there's so much to work through, right? To deprogram these sets of beliefs. And I'm not pretending I don't still do this. And I'm not pretending that I'm not working on my own scarcity and lack consciousness mentality. I have been for years and I will continue to do it. And we all fall back into our old patterns and old beliefs sometimes. And I'm also not advocating that you follow, some law of attraction stuff, go out and spend like a millionaire. I'm not advocating for that either. I'm not advocating for you to pretend as it. I'm advocating for you to recognize the infinite within and all around. Because the other part of it, the other side of the coin, buying, non-stop consumerism is also scarcity consciousness. Non-stop consumerism is also lack mentality and greed, like really bad greed, corporate greed, greed of governments or individuals, and we all have it sometimes. You know that, right? I know that. That is scarcity mentality in the extreme. And if we have any chance at surviving and even thriving on planet Earth, we have to make changes right now. Again, energy is infinite. Our experience here is just a teeny tiny sliver of what's possible and what's available to us. And we've been led to believe that this is all there is. And what's available to us is like a tiny little, thing that we have to grab. But we're capable of so much more. What's available is so much more. There's more than you can ever dream up, than any of us can collectively dream up. There's enough energy to create millions of possible realities and universes and life experiences. And it all begins with me and you. And it all starts with your intention. So I want to invite you to do something. I want you to set an intention right now here with me that you will no longer live in a lack mentality, that you will no longer live in a scarcity reality, and instead you are now entering the realm of infinite abundance. You are actively reframing your beliefs about money and spirituality, about what's possible, about what's spiritual. You are now setting your intention on building wealth and releasing what no longer serves. Now you should know that when you set this intention, and if you do it like wholeheartedly, if you truly fully set this intention, you're going to come up against some opportunities, let's call them opportunities, to affirm this. They used to say like, oh, well, when you go after something, the universe will test you. It's not the universe testing you. You just have opportunities to affirm that, yes, I set this intention. This is what I truly want. And you continue to kind of, you've set your GPS and you are heading in that direction. And sometimes you have a flat tire, but that's okay. You still are heading in your direction. So those opportunities to affirm this could look like loss. It could look like ridicule from friends or family. You might start to see actually the opposite of abundance. Or you could see like almost instant manifestation of what you've envisioned. No matter what comes next, no matter what you see or experience after setting this intention, always return to this intention, always return to this mindset, always return to the set point. And continue to do this until you don't have to do it anymore, until it's so natural, until the need to continue doing this practice falls away. And I promise you that you will get to that point where you don't have to continue to bring yourself back. But until then, you continue to bring yourself back to what your intention is. You continue until it becomes second nature, until wealth, abundance, and spiritual fulfillment is your everyday reality. Welcome to the most exciting, prosperous, and fulfilling time of your life. You are in for quite a ride. Thanks so much for making it to the end of this video. Oh my God, this was a fun one for me to make. I get so passionate about this particular topic. Please give it a thumbs up. Send a link of this video to a friend. I love you. I'm so grateful for you being here, watching this, sharing, liking, subscribing. And there's a companion video to this. Should be popping up somewhere over here. P.S. Are you subscribed? Have you hit the notification bell?